Hey up everybody, how the devil are we all doing? It's the never-ending gobshite, and in this video we're going to be building this thing. I was aiming for some form of military outpost kind of structure, but now I'm looking at it, it looks more like a bloody aircraft control tower, doesn't it? But anyway, first up we're going to need a location, and I've chose here just next to the converted munitions factory for one very good reason. The terrain is flatter than Cape Moss, and that's what we're looking for in this build. Now we've chose our location, we need to put down some foundations, don't we? And we're going to be keeping it really simple, we're just doing a 4x4 square. However, we are going to leave the middle of it open so we can get our Firewatch tower in there. We also want our foundations to be as low in the ground as possible. I'm talking short, he had them apple bottom jeans, boots with a fur, the whole club was looking at her kind of levels of low. And if like me, you're not old as fuck and you don't understand that reference, Google the lyrics and you'll get some idea of how low we need these foundations to be. Anyway, once you've got your foundations down, you should be left with something along these lines. Now we can put down our Firewatch tower, and with any luck, you should just be able to plonk it down in the middle of these foundations. Obviously, you won't be able to do, and you're going to have to delete half of the foundations you've just spent 10 minutes putting down. I know, I'm really efficient in the way I work. Once you've got your tower down where you think it should be, or close, go around it, put your foundations back, and see if you can get walls all around the base of the tower with no issues whatsoever. If you can, absolutely fantastic. Job's a good one. However, if you can't do that, then you're going to have to move your tower around until you can get walls in all the way around it. The other thing we need to take a look at is the tower's height. We want it so that when we put walls in, the walls sit perfectly with the top floor of the tower, if that makes any sense. Yeah, of course it does. And it's really not too difficult to sort out. Just literally raise and lower the height of the tower. It's quite forgiving. Once we've got all that sorted, you can go around and you can put your walls down. I'm using a mixture of the shack wall pieces and the warehouse set, like I usually do. I'm a creature of habit. Now, the walls will be facing the wrong way around because of where we've got the foundations, but to be honest with you, I quite like that. It shows all the beams and it makes it look a little bit more scrappy, doesn't it? Now, once you've got it all walled up and you're happy with it, change the bottom walls to doorways and remove the foundations. Job's a good one. Now, on this side here, I want to build like a little side room. Yeah, I'm sure that's a technical name for it. And I've built this contraption here so I can destroy the half walls, which are above the full walls underneath, if that makes any sense. Yeah, just take a look at screen. Now, once you've destroyed these half walls, you should be able to destroy the doorways underneath it. The reason we're doing this is because the tower is higher than the foundations. If we have a doorway there, we won't be able to bloody walk through it. Now, once we've got that sorted, we can put in two foundations that we've just removed. I told you I'm efficient. And on these, we're just going to use the same process as the rest of the build, mix and match some materials, but on the front, we're going to put down a Powerboy 3000, aka an electric door. And to finish up the side room, we're going to put some top arches on it, along with some slopey boy roofs. Beautiful. Now at the front here, I'd like to put down somewhere where you could fix power armor, because of course, this is a military outpost. It's got no resemblance to any form of airport structure at all. And to create this fantastic work area, we're going to use a new classic stage. Just grab it and plonk it down. Simply lovely. Unfortunately, the stage doesn't have a roof, so to stop our nuts from getting rusty, we're just going to plonk a roof over the top of it. And again, it's simply just grabbing a roof piece and snapping it over the top of it. And sod it, while we're here, we might as well put down some searchlights, aren't we? And I'm going to make sure that I place one of them right next to this power conduit here so we can get, well, power to it nice and easily. Well, that's what you'd think, isn't it? You know, a power conduit, you could run power to it. But in this case, it doesn't fucking work. So what a total waste of time that is. So once you finish questioning why would Bethesda do such a thing and then realising the answer is because Bethesda, it's time we put down some fences in it. Now, looking back on this build, I actually preferred it without the fences. So if you want to do this, do it. If you don't want to do it, then you know the answer to that as well. Don't friggin' do it. Now, the communist fences would be ideal in this situation, but they don't actually have a gate, I don't think, so we're going to be using the haunted house ones. And this bit's pretty self-explanatory. We're just going to go all around the front of the structure, putting down the fences. I mean, it's not too difficult, is it? When you get to a position where you'd like to put down a gate, then we're not going to use the actual gate that they give us. Oh no, we're going to use these half pieces, and we're just going to put them on an angle to make it look like, well, gates. Yeah, that's TNG's daily challenge complete. Say gate 3 times in one sentence. Beautiful. And with the last few pieces complete, this is what you should be left with. So for our little side room here, we're going to use it for more than being, well, a side room. We're going to ride a generator in here. And the way we're going to do it is by destroying the slopey boys with a flamethrower trap. Yep, simply lovely. And then once we've done that, we can put some flat roofs underneath the destroyed ones. And we can then place down a little generator on top of them flat roofs. We're also going to need some power to this door, aren't we? So we're going to grab ourselves one of the switches and we're just going to plonk it on the wall here. We can then replace our flat roof to a corner piece so we can see our generator that's hiding up there, and we can attach a wire from the generator down to the switch. Replace the roof back to a flat piece, run a wire from the switch to the door, and hey presto, we can now use it. We can then repair all the destroyed pieces, and jobs are good. Oh, by the way, make sure that you add a power conduit up there as well, so, you know, we actually do get power to the rest of the build. Now, I'll cut away to some footage to show you what it's like decorated. I've not got that much in the way of military stuff, so yeah, it's going to be quite sparse, but it may give you some ideas. And that's it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. Sorry it's been a short one, but I am absolutely snowed under with work outside of YouTube this weekend, so my apologies again. As ever, if you did like the video, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more weekly Fallout 76 content, you know what to do. Hit that magic subscribe button. Anyway, as we say in the north, I shall love you and leave you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, everybody.